NBA 2K23 is not a basketball game. It's a Western-made RPG.
What are you talking about? It's clearly a sports game. All you do is play basketball.
I hear you ask, in your weird voice. Allow me to explain. Think back to the first time you played a game like Skyrim, back in, 2011? Are you serious? We've been playing this game for 11 years? Good lord. But one of the first things you do in a game like Skyrim is you get to create your character. You get to pick your class, starting attributes, physical characteristics, so on and so on. Now, developers do this so that you have agency over this character during the story that you're about to go through. You're supposed to be able to project any personality you want to onto this blank canvas of a character. And what's the first thing you do in 2K? I mean, after the day one patches and server connection issues and your pre-order bonus is not loading, you create your player. You create your my player. The player that you're going to use to compete against other players around the world. You're going to grind him out, you're going to get all his badges, you're going to level him up until you watch a YouTube video that tells you that your build is trash and you decide to make something different from scratch. But yeah, you get to pick your position, your height, your weight, your wingspan, and all the attributes. Alright, cool, so you've made your player and you're ready to take on the world and, oh no, I'm terrible! Yes. Just like RPGs, you start with very limited skills, limited abilities, and the only way to get better is to buy VC. Play the game! So you jump online, you play with your friends, you play with randoms, you hear a few racial slurs, you're in multiplayer heaven. You level up your player, and as your attributes grow, so do your options for animations that you can equip, which, as any seasoned RPG player will tell you, there will be a handful of spells/moves that everyone will use over and over because they're the most efficient way to accomplish your goals. It's just a fact, people. But wait, there's a whole ass story mode to this game. And if you're not in the mood to be insulted by sweaty tryhards you can smell through your headset, the only way to progress is through the My Career story. Now, My Career is supposed to just be that, the story of your player's NBA career. And man, 2K has been trying for years to give us compelling stories to get ourselves invested in. We've had best friends suddenly die, we've had betrayals, we've had friction with the teammates you play with. Hell, one year they even hired Spike Lee to come in and do the story, all in the name of emotional investment. There's even been this weird focus in recent years on becoming like a fashion icon and a music mogul. You know, things you can do without becoming a basketball player. They even give you your own entourage to interact with throughout the story of your My Career. We meet fake social media influencers, fake hometown celebrities, and 100% real Jake from State Farm for some reason. There's even quests to do, like you literally have a quest log. This is still a sports game, right? Now, admittedly, most of this stuff is completely optional. You don't have to do the side quests. You don't have to talk to all the people that the game wants you to talk to. Hell, you don't even have to watch the cutscenes if you really don't want to. But the side quests often reward you with in-game currency, which, as anybody who's played this year's game will tell you, is invaluable. But more often than that, the rewards are social status pieces like shoes or certain accessories or... Is that a wrestling belt? Like I said, the side quests are mostly optional, but the intent is there. There's a crafted narrative this game wants you to experience. 2K has spent years trying to get players to invest in the storyline of their creative players, but that's not what the 2K community wants. We want to log on and be able to play basketball, whether it's with our friends, with randoms, or by ourselves, and for the most part, you absolutely can do that. You can invest your in-game and real-life money into leveling up your player, or you can go the route of grinding your player through hours and hours of meaningless banter between character models we're expected to instantly bond with the second they appear on screen. RPG literally means role-playing game, and everyone who has ever loaded up NBA 2K at any point in their life has imagined what it will be like to be a real NBA star. And this experience, this game, is the closest most of us are ever going to come to it. So yeah, the story's not all that gripping, the characters you encounter are one-dimensional at best, and there's no real variation in the story regardless of how many times you play through it, because you will be playing through it multiple times. But when the reality is most people who play this game could not dunk a basketball in real life, the act of pretending to be someone who can makes this game at its core a sports RPG. Sports RPG. Hey, can I coin that? How do you trademark a phrase? Hey babe, how do you trademark a phrase?